Assalamu alaikum. So in the previous episodes, we have talked more about the personal projects, different areas, how to have your big vision, how to do your personal task management and whatnot. Now, today we'll be showing you working at a team level and how to execute effective weekly team meetings, quarterly team meetings, and yearly team meetings. That will be all combined in today's episode. To get started, again, what I have done is I have created a template. And what you can do is you can import from that template and then you can customize it based on your team. And obviously, as I mentioned in the introduction of this series, the playlist that's also linked in the video description is that you can use any tool, but this is just giving you an idea of how to do it. I have also done a Trello playlist earlier, so you can take a look at that as well. That should be also linked in the video description. Okay, so now you will download the CSV file like you did in the first episode of the playlist, but you will download this one for the teamwork. And so I've downloaded it. It's linked in the group description, video description, and you will click on plus and you will say, okay, import spreadsheet. And I'm going to make it, let's say we're doing an education project, and you can call it my school, and it will be private to project members, whoever you add later. Select file to import. Okay, so boom, you have everything. Go to project, and now you can add it if you like. Okay, so my school. So basically, the section that I've removed here is the inbox section that was there in the personal boards. I've removed that, and I've added a new section. So everything else stays same, right? The why, inspiration, 10-year vision. You can put it for your team, your OKRs for the quarter. Obviously, it wouldn't be personal OKRs. It would be the team OKRs. It could be registering a charitable organization. It could be having a website, a logo. It could be, raising first $10,000. Whatever your objectives are, you will put that in. And very important to assign a lead for that, someone who owns that objective, right? Because now it's not just you. Whoever is in the team, lead, VP, whatever level, they should have each person or each lead person can be running with a major objective. Okay. Everything else stays same. If you want, you can do habits. Okay. If you don't want, you can just click on the right dot and you can just remove this section, delete this section if you don't want to do it at a team level. Okay. Same thing, product feature, accomplishments, and all that. Okay. What else? So I think in general, things that are here active doing, these should be hopefully tasks that can be that are active and would have a due date. Possibly things that can be completed within a week would be ideal if you can do that, and I'll explain why. So here I'm following a system, project management system or organization traction system called Entrepreneurial Operating System, which I have linked in these tasks. I'll show it to you in a second. So that's one system. You can use whatever system works best for you. But if you don't have a system, you can take a look at this one. So they give you running a level 10, like a 10 out of 10 level meeting, how to end on time, how to be in sync, how to not waste time. So the agenda is start with a good news. Okay. And if you look at the description of this task, I've already added you the website of the book, and there's a lot of free content in there. You can also find the book, audiobook on the YouTube if you want, and so on and so forth. So this explains what this level 10 is, which I'll do quickly with you. So start with a good news, like icebreaker, like just checking in with the team. Hopefully everybody speaks for a minute or so, just sharing what they did on the weekend, any good news, some things that will help you know people at a personal level. They can talk about their hobbies, anything, side thing that they did on the weekend, family news, whatever they would like to share. And after that, you want to do a quick, and this would be your agenda every day, every week, okay? Quick check-ins. So here you can capture things that are important to you. So what I've done is, and this should be quick, should not be a lot of talking, it should be quick. So OKRs, employees issues, customers issues, social media numbers, whatever you want to track. Obviously, every team will have different things that they would care about tracking. So it could be here. And then you can just click on it, for example, And every week you can add a comment, right? So today you can say 20K subscribers as an example. Whatever you're tracking, you can track here. Okay, quick check-ins. If there's any issue that comes up, you can then use this and you can say, you know what? You can add things here. Or so you can add things under issues that are coming up, so you don't start discussing right away because you don't know what's important, right? Maybe it's not as important compared to other issues. So one option is you can, any issue that come up during this conversation, you keep adding it as a subtask here, or you can just go here and you can add below, right? For example, social media blocked, right? Or, you know, I don't know, Salman leaving, right? So anything that comes up, instead of discussing right away, just capture it here. Or it could be like customer complaint from X, right? So you just keep capturing here, and then you can do review to-dos. You know, just go through the active to-do list, and everybody can update if they haven't done so already. You know, if something got blocked, some surprise came up, or somebody didn't do their thing, then it could be added as an issue, right? I don't know, lawyer needs input / call. So you keep adding it here. Okay, so right now it's just a quick roundtable sort of thing without discussing the issues. So what they're really proposing, and I'm going to click here. So if you click here, you will see that. So this describe, you know, IDS, identify, discuss, and solve. So what they're saying is when issues come up, now people can also populate issues before the meeting, right? And they can assign it to themselves. So if I'm proposing an idea, an issue to discuss, I can assign it to myself even before the meeting. Okay, and during the meeting, other issues will come up. So right now, by this time, you should have only spent 10 to 15 minutes. Now, before going and talking about the issue as a team, you want to prioritize, okay, because you don't have unlimited time. So maybe lawyer thing is top concern. Okay, Salman leaving is second top concern. So you can order it in order of importance, in order of priority, whatnot. And that should be something that everybody should have been in agreement with, or the lead should be in agreement with, that we'll talk about these things first. And then you go about understanding what the issue is, someone describes it, you discuss it, and it should lead into further action items, right? As you understand an issue, the solution would be someone would be going and investigating this, or someone would be fixing it, or someone would be making a call, or you would make some decision that should lead to other action items, which would go into active doings or active item, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then some issues may just get, you know, left behind because you don't have enough time. You can pick it up next week, or you can set up an offline call, or you can move it to a future parked idea because you don't have time to do it this quarter. You'll just say, okay, we'll deal with it next quarter. Okay, and then you will end the meeting. Before you end the meeting, ask everyone to rate the meeting from 0 to 10, right? So, and then you can say, let's say, okay, Zubair, I said 7. Well, if I'm saying 7, why? Right? So then I should be able to give a reason so that next time we can improve it, right? And then it could have been, for example, Salman says 9. I'm saying, you know what, started late, for example, right? And you can just capture it as a comment. Boom. And every week you can do that. Now, if you're doing your quarterly meetings or your yearly meeting, I have included as a bonus section here. I'm not going to describe it, but these links should help you further understand how to run these quarterly planning and reviewing your last quarter, what worked well, what didn't work well, what you will change, and so on and so forth. I think that's all I wanted to share in this playlist. I hope you found it beneficial. Please share via email or comments if you utilized it, what you like, what you didn't like. If you have any other ideas, put them down in the comments, share it with other people. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it beneficial and to help us to use this to be productive in our lives as well as our teams. And with that, سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.